Hello and welcome, my name is Belinda and we're today going to be making some fresh fruit muffins. Now sometimes, I know with my girls anyway, they love something one week and they'll eat so many of them, and then the next week they'll decide it's another piece of fruit, and so you get leftovers. And this week, last week it was apples, this week it's mandarin. So I have some spare apples at the moment that are getting a little bit to the stage where maybe eating them raw isn't the best. So today we're going to make them into some beautiful little muffins. So what I have here, I have both. You can see in the bowl there, I've got wholemeal flour as well as plain flour. So both plain flours, one wholemeal and one white. And the reason we put some wholemeal flour is in for some extra fiber. We've also got some cinnamon in here, some baking powder, and some bi-carb. Now all of this and the quantities are in the recipe that will be in the comments below. So we've got that in our bowl. So we're just going to mix them all together first. And then we're going to grab our wet ingredients, and that at the moment is coconut oil. So I've just melted, you can actually see the two layers here, coconut oil and honey in there. So I melted them together. We're going to add our eggs. So we're going to crack our eggs in here. And then we're going to beat these together. So we want to make sure it's not going to, I'm going to make a mess. That's okay too when we're cooking. It's not going to completely dissolve in there, and it's going to go quite thick. Okay, so it's going to, if you can see what that looks like now, it's like almost like a light honey colour. And mix that all up. And to this we're going to add just a couple of teaspoons of vanilla essence. One great thing about vanilla is that it adds sweetness without adding sugar. So if you ever want something to taste a little bit more sweet, grab some vanilla extract or some vanilla powder, you can use either, and that will give it some extra sweetness. And the last thing we're going to add for our wet ingredients is yogurt. So I'm using a natural yogurt here. You can use a Greek yogurt as well. So whatever you've got is fine. Now I'm just going to grab my spatula and get it all out. There we go. We're going to mix all this together now, and it's going to be quite thick. Give it a good stir. It doesn't have to be fully incorporated either. Okay, so it's almost going to look like almost like a yellow batter itself, really runny batter. Then we're going to grab our dry ingredients, our flours, and we're going to mix the two. Now we're just going to combine this. We're not trying to beat it and get every single lump out. We're just combining the two. So you can use a wooden spoon or a spatula, up to you. So stir around the edge and then fold through the middle. I don't know if you can see that well. Stir around the edge and break it through the middle. Keep doing that until you've got it mostly incorporated. We don't want to beat it lots because you'll actually get rid of a lot of the air that's in the batter and in the mixture at the moment, and that's what's going to help them rise and be nice and fluffy. Okay, so that's mostly mixed in now. You can see there's still a little bit of a flour there, that's fine. And we're going to mix in our fruit, and as I said, today for us it's apples. You can use blueberries or strawberries or any of your stone fruits, really up to you. And about a cup, you can add a little bit extra, that's fine too. You could do a mixture as well. Pear and raspberry is one of our favourites. Okay, so I'm just going to gently mix that through. So again, just combining it, not beating it at all. I'm just going to clean my bench. That's an important part along the way. And here we have our tray. Now I am going to be using cupcake tray, not a specific muffin tray, and that is fine too. I'm going to grab a scoop into each of these. Now we don't want to overfill them either because they will rise a little bit, so about 2/3 to 3/4 full is fine. A little bit extra. The other thing that my girls really love me to do is to put a single blueberry on top, or some little, even a choc chip, up to you. Now this is going to make actually more than 12 cupcakes, cupcake size ones. It's made for muffin recipes, muffin sized little cakes as well. So I'm going to have to grab another tray. Now once you've put them all in your tray, we're just going to cook for about 15 minutes, depending on your oven. And I'll post a pic of the finished product straight down in the in here with the post. And then we have our fresh fruit muffins.